Good morning, everyone. I am off work for the next 2 days. Don't really have anything planned other than attempting not to spend any money. I didn't do too well just now. Don't mind this. These are my tools. I had to work on the floor machine. Got it fixed though. So, pat on the back. One of our employees, the guy who helped jump that car the other time, cut his hand up. Wasn't wearing a glove, so I had to reach underneath where they were cleaning shelves. Got his hand all cut up on some broken glass, so he's got some stitches. Says he's okay though. I mean, he's not here. He went to the hospital and everything, but he's fine. But basically, I broke my phone mount yesterday. I don't know how it happened, but I just got a cheap little $15 Walmart brand. Hopefully it'll work on my phone, especially after the thing I got in from Amazon. I'm hoping it'll work with it. Looks like we're going to have another nice clear day. We are currently at 60% our lithium. Really good. Hoping maybe to hit 65 today. I don't have anywhere I have to be. I'm debating on what my next move is going to be, so stay tuned. I really wish I knew where I misplaced my sunglasses. Hopefully they're not broken. But well, you know what? I'm off today. I don't want to try to get over to my gym till 10 at the earliest. I don't have anything to do. I have no want to spend money. But there's something I've been wanting to check out I don't know much about. I kind of looked it up online last week. So I think we're going to go head over there. That is as soon as my windshield defrosts. We're pretty close to there though. Well, I guess while we're waiting, I can go ahead and unbox my new cheapo phone holder. This will do for now. I just don't have anything at all. So I'm hoping this little thing would work. It's the cheapest one they had there. Just dropped something. It's a O&N 12-inch focus. I don't think you really get this wrong, other than, you know, the parts are probably kind of cheap-ish. This is what I needed to have, is the holder here. Yeah. It'll be a stretch, but it looks like it'll fit. That's the one thing about my note, it's pretty big. Let's see what we dropped here. I think that's more for the GoPro there. I think, yeah, so I should be all right. So let's see. I think the way we want to do it is like this for this one. All right. Yeah, that'll work for what I need. It's bendy, so we can wrap it around things if we want. I've been wanting one like this. Like, quality of this is still, you know, just plastic, but okay. So it opens up like a tripod. And then you can hold it like this if you want to use it for a, you know, vlogging stick. And then, of course, if you need to wrap it around a pole or anything, you can do that too. Or around a tree to get video. So I think this will come in handy for what we're doing. So pretty happy with that. Yeah. I forgot to tighten this ball a little bit though. Is this how you do it? Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, I didn't want to spend the money, but I didn't want to not have one of these either. Because especially if I end up cooking in the back or doing something in the back, something like this is handy for that. All right. I think we're good. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're here. I have never been here before. I don't know much about it. So, let me put my jacket on and we'll go check it out. Alright, I am using the new phone mount, so I'll give it a try. So, let's see what this is. This is Moon River Canoe Launch. Moon River Canoe Launch rules. Daylight use only, no trespassing from dusk till dawn. All pets must be on a leash. Clean up after your pet. Alcohol and tobacco use are prohibited. Glass containers are prohibited. Littering is prohibited. Stay on the trail and designated paddle launch areas. I don't do canoeing, but I know there's a lot of Vanlifers that do. So I'm just gonna do one of these numbers. And if anybody wants to use a QR, there's one, and there's one. All right. I believe this is the path over here, so I'm gonna start walking down it. I mean, I'm pretty good on hiking shoes. I got my steel toes on, so not my Crocs. We're gonna check it out. Just something different, you know. Get out here, making sure the van's good. Cat's heated blanket is on, so they are good to go. It's actually not that cold today. Sun's coming out. It's a nice little pathway here. I don't know how far it goes into this canoe launch area. Got these nice little step log areas here. This is nice. Something different, you know, from the Walmarts and the Bass Pros. Okay, I see the water coming up already. Work went well other than Luis cutting his hand. I mean, we're not too bad off today, right? We've got our propane's full, got close to a full tank of gas. I probably need to get some cat litter. Oh, someone burnt a... I don't know if that's allowed. It's probably as far as I need to go. This is beautiful, actually. Please don't fall, Hannibal. Don't fall, Hannibal. Don't fall, Hannibal. On a drier day, that might be fun to jump down on that bit of rock right there. This is beautiful. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There's nobody to rescue you. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. I mean, this is kind of amazing, really. Nice. We're in enough that we're surrounded by trees and brush. Moon River, I guess, is what it's called. I don't know anything about canoeing. I'm mildly interested, but not something I want to jump into. But this is a nice place to just come and clear your head. What am I just coming down here and, you know, bringing a sandwich or something and just sitting and watching this stuff. It's very peaceful. Very peaceful. This is real nice. I like nature this time of year for me because of my allergies. This is the perfect time for me to come out and enjoy places like this. So beautiful. I'm glad we stopped here. I definitely want to do this again. Weekday early in the morning seems like a good time too. You hear the cars over there. It's just so, but it's almost drowned out by the water. Wish there was a way to get just a little bit closer, but I don't feel sure-footed enough because the ground is damp and we're the only ones here and it's cold. I don't want to fall into some cold water. I do a lot of dumb things, but I think that's one dumb thing I'm not going to do today. And honestly, this little ONN $14 tripod that I got, I think it's going to work out pretty good for what I need. Let's take a picture so you see how I have it mounted right now. I think that's going to work out just fine. Like right now, probably I could get away with boondocking just during the day, but that's the only places I really need a spot is during the day. I wish I knew for sure. My concern would be if I parked there during the day, I went to the back and I slept, and like some canoers went down and came back and they realized that they didn't bump into me in a canoe, and then they might be like,
"Oh, someone's missing, blah 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 blah."
Like if they knock on my van and I don't wake up or something. I don't want to be the top story around here, you know what I mean? Oh, it feels good. I hear the birds. We'll enjoy this for a few more minutes and then we'll head back. I just wanted to check this place out. I wasn't ready to sleep yet, and nice. I wonder if I could, probably not, I get away with cooking out here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you thought of this in the comments. What do you think of Moon River? Do you like me coming and checking out spots like this? There's a few other spots I've been Googling and looking up, because I want to start walking some trails too. But seriously, let me know in the comments. And while we're at it, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. Feel free to subscribe. We're slowly building our numbers up, you know. I hope the people that are here subscribed are enjoying the content, just seeing my journey. Because I feel like we've come a long way in just a little over 100 days when you think about it. You know, up until recently, I couldn't cook in my van, and I can. Prior to that, we could only heat stuff up, and prior to that, we were just buying fast food left and right. We finally have our credit cards paid off thanks to one of you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Cash apping me the money to pay off my credit cards. I feel like this month is the month I'll have my money for my car insurance for the next 6 months. And, you know, we're getting there. And that's what I'm hoping everyone sees on here is, you know, we started out in a pretty rough place. I mean, day one, as soon as I pulled away, my brakes were out. I didn't have the money for that, if you recall. We have brakes now. I didn't put the table in originally. I mean, we want to do something different with all this stuff, right? But right now, it's livable, you know. I have your basics, you know. And I have Planet Fitness for my showers. We didn't have a job. I didn't have a job. I have a part-time job now. It's 3 days a week. And honestly, if I could get by with just working those 3 days and trying to make content, we could go out of town more once I had things paid off. Well, unfortunately, we're not there. But we didn't have a job when we started this. We have a job. We have a job. We can cook. We had an issue this week where I had a nail in my tire. We didn't freak out. It cost us $30, but we got it handled, and we're back on the road. So I'm hoping for you guys that watch a lot of these aesthetic van life channels, you can see that that's not the only way to do it. I'm not an outdoorsy guy. Like, I'm interested in this stuff, but I'm not an outdoorsy guy, mostly because of my allergies. But we're out here. We're checking out this nature spot. We're off. I enjoy just watching movies and stuff and laying in bed. So I have a bed. I have a DVD player and a TV in my van. I can do all those things. So I hope someone out there is inspired or sees that things can get better and that there's a way to make things work. Right now, we're making things work. I hope it continues that way. And that's thanks to people like you. And that's thanks to people around me. I don't have any friends that I'm communicating with right now. I don't want them to see me kind of in this position. I don't really want them to know about this channel. So, you're my friends. The few comments that I get brighten my day. Even if you just ask a question. Someone asked me how I keep my head so smooth. You know what? Brought a smile to my face. I'm glad you asked. You know? I like cooking. So I kind of missed it from living in my house or apartments and things. So having that little cooktop, great. Making that variation of pad see ew the other day, man, that made me happy. I'd like to be able to do more of that. Obviously, that's, you know, it hits the budget a little harder than some of the other stuff, but I hope you guys enjoy this. You know, if you guys enjoy seeing me cook, please tell me, because I love cooking and I love like making little cooking content. It would be nice if you guys could just let me know what you do like about my videos. Do you enjoy me talking like this? Do you like the B-roll of me driving? Do you like just seeing me in my van and what I'm doing inside my van? Or do you like these little excursions when we're just going out somewhere? Let me know. Like, I legitimately want to do stuff that the people who are watching me are interested in, you know? I'm in my 50s now, and I'm just trying to enjoy my life more than giving my time to things that I'm not interested in. Man, it feels good out here. I needed this, you know? I like being in my van. I know a lot of van lifers like, I'm sick of being in a van, I feel cooped up. I haven't hit that spot yet. In fact, I'm kind of guilty of, man, I don't even want to go to my gym right now. I am chill. But being that, you know, I've been downtown Birmingham, I go to all these retail places, I sleep at Bass Pro Shops. This little connection with nature, hearing the birds, talking and only hearing myself talk. I'm glad we did this. I really am. All right, this has been fun. I'm gonna walk back to the van now, everyone. I really enjoyed just chilling out here for a while, so checking out leaves and rocks and tried to see the birds where they were coming from. I couldn't see anything. If anyone has any suggestions of things I can do when I come out to places like this, I really am kind of green to this kind of stuff. I do enjoy it. Yeah. It's something new for me. Very new. Ooh. Then again, I wouldn't want to be here at night. Blair Witch is always something in the back of my mind when I walk through places like this.
It's going to come back. We know that.
I'm a
We don't know that.
I don't want to Blair Witch my life kind of person. think I found another path. Yeah, I think I found another path. How cool is this? Yep, I did. Got another path. We found another path, everyone. There we go. Beautiful. There's a house over there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That is amazing. I'm glad we found this. Waddles decided he wanted to be my co-pilot today after going to Moon River. So he's been doing really good. Camera won't quite reach over there so you can see him, but he's right next to me in his usual scratcher. But he did this big-eyed stare at the lady giving us our food at the drive-thru. So he did this big-eyed stare at her, and she was looking right back at him. And he was just waiting for her to say something. She didn't say anything to him. She just smiled at him, but he was just like, "My name's Waddles." Yeah, he's getting better at traveling in the front seat when I'm driving, so that's nice. I'm getting somewhere where I can stop and show you guys what I got. I'm really hungry this morning, so I wanted a good breakfast sandwich. I didn't feel like going to McDonald's again. I didn't have a good reason for not going to McDonald's. I just didn't feel like it. Let's see where we're going to post up here. Oh, you know what? We can't park like this, though. We're going to park up here at Winn-Dixie. I was going to park at my usual spot, but we've got full sun today. We better get some good solar power. This is actually a good angled spot over here. I need to remember that. So we're going to go right over here and catch ourselves some of the most beautiful sun in the world. There we go. This spot right here. I went to Wendy's. And I forget what I got, but it was a big bacon burger one. I think it's a sausage baconator. Sausage baconator. But let's see. Anyway, this is it right here. I'm just spilling bacon bits all over myself. Just falling out. Crunchy too. Okay, so there it is. This is much nicer than the last one I got. So you got a lot of bacon, as you would expect, sausage patty, cheese, and what we call a round egg. That's really good. And then we got their fries, which are like these almost potato wedges, but sliced thin. It's like a cross between a potato wedge and a potato chip, I think. Seasoned. Let's see. Yeah. This sandwich was tasty. This is a nice combination on a soft hamburger bun. You can taste the egg, you can taste the bacon, you can taste the sausage and cheese. These, you know, I was on the fence about them before, but these are a nice compliment for breakfast. Yeah. Very crispy, crunchy. And I was hungry, so these will fill me up. They gave me a lot, too. Mustn't forget Wendy's Coca-Cola. This ties with McDonald's. The last Coke I had was not, but this one right here, this is just like a McDonald's Coke. Well done, Wendy's. All right, well, I'm going to eat this stuff, chill, and then decide my next move. Talk with you in a little bit. BMO has joined me in the front, as is Happy. And there's Waddles. And that's the Christmas tree guy across from us. He just opened up, and he's already got people coming in to get trees. BMO, Happy, Waddles, and Grable.
Going up, and he says, "What the hell?" And then we get over here. He's like, "Did a 12-year-old do this?" And I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Well, every technician knows you're supposed to put that loose wire on top of the harness wire and zip tie it, not the bottom."
Oh, good evening, everyone. It's almost 9 o'clock. I need to hustle because I want to get a shower in. Of course, they close at 10. And I don't want to inconvenience them too much. But I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I hung out in the back and watched some YouTube videos and fell asleep at noon. And I just woke up and realized that if I wanted to get a shower in, I better hurry. Luckily, even though the windshield is still fogged up, we have made it to Planet Fitness. There's very little cars here, so I don't know how happy they'll be that I'm going in. I'm literally just running in. I'm literally just going to run in, take a shower, and run back out. Oh, and that van with the trailer is back here again. I just took the world's fastest shower, gang. There was like 2 other people working out, but they were already cleaning up the showers where they had the big long hose that runs into the shower room, and the guy was pressure washing it. So I just jumped in, took my shower, brushed my teeth, didn't shave, and jumped right back out. I don't like to inconvenience people if I don't have to, so it's my own fault for chilling too much. Whew. Now let's get out of here. I think it's almost ready to open, everybody. But what I do like, if we can read that, is that part right there. Open late. Let's go. Yeah, that's a Ford Canoe Launch. Looks like conversion van. He's got the trailer. I think he must sleep in the trailer, or he has a generator that runs in the trailer. He has his front windows blacked out and everything, but he also has his back doors to his trailer slightly cracked and his side door slightly cracked. So either he has his generator back there and he's venting it, or that's where his actual sleeping quarters are. Very cool. You know, of course it'd be when the van was back up to snuff with the new gearbox and stuff, but you know, I had toyed with the idea of having a small pull behind trailer like that, or just a small, really small, one of those camp style campers. The camp style camper would be, say if my son came to visit, instead of having to get a hotel all the time. Not terribly far, well, about an hour away from here, but they have a 24-hour Planet Fitness. There's some really good RV and campground spots that I think I can get away with if I had an actual pull-behind trailer. I don't know if I can get away with it with this van. I haven't checked, but it's basically like a RV park. They have short-term and long-term. Long-term, last time I checked, was $275 a month with hookups to stay there, which wouldn't be too bad, you know. They have a Walmart and a 24-hour Planet Fitness, because there is a part of me that's like, well, especially if I get laid off from here, I would see if they would let me park my van over there, and if I could. $275 a month with hookups means basically my fears for staying charged and all that stuff would be gone. But I would try to get a job at that Walmart, and there's a 24-hour Planet Fitness. So $275 a month. If I got a job at that Walmart, I'd shoot for full-time. And full-time, we'd be able to cover that rent, or whatever you call it, and all my other expenses. But I'll be honest with you guys, at my age, and I know there's people much older than me doing it there and stuff, but at my age, the 3 days is just enough time for my body to recover from the labor and stuff like that. I've got some rheumatoid arthritis now, it looks like, and if I do 4 days, not as terrible. 5 days, I wasn't getting recovered fast enough, so my hands, especially my hands, and my feet would cramp, like just really cramp up. My hands to the point that it looked like something from The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It would just claw up like this, and I'd have to massage them, and I was using some arthritic cream and everything to try to relax them. So I've always told myself since I started this gig that, you know, this is probably my last run at labor-intensive work that I'm going to be able to do at the time full-time. You know, I think I'm tearing up my body more than I'm building it up. Like I can go to the gym. Don't get me wrong. I can go to the gym and I get a workout in. But that's because even when you get to be my age, they tell you, 2 to 3 times is about as much as you're supposed to push yourself. Now, keep in mind, that's for a person like me. That's not for a person that's on, maybe testosterone rounds, which I absolutely know I probably need, and things like that. I just don't have the funds for things like that. And it does make me kind of sad, because I used to be known for being really strong. Not always ripped or anything, but I was always really strong. I'd go to the gym and I'd lift pretty good and pretty heavy and everything else. And then when I turned 40, I hurt my back just leaning over to tie my shoe, and I heard a pop. And if you guys ever have a back injury when you're over 40, it never truly goes away, but it took about a year for it to heal enough that I wasn't wearing a back brace, and that I wasn't see if it worked. I wasn't wearing a back brace, and that I wasn't just in absolute pain. Now, I will say, working this job like this, it's eased the pain of my back, and then using the stretching machines at Planet Fitness eases the pain of my back. But if I move wrong, if you guys remember a while back, I can pinch a nerve, and once that nerve gets pinched, if I'm not very careful, it'll take a year. It takes almost a month for it to ease up on its own anyway. So I'm just at that age, and the way I took care of my body, that I have to be very careful about some of the movements I do and how hard I push myself beyond my limits. It's getting dark, so I'm going to head and sign off here, and I'll talk to you at my next stop. Alright, we're almost at our next stop here. Most of you who follow the channel can guess where I'm going right now, because I don't have any beverages in the car, and the cats are out of water. That's right, we're at good old Buc-ee's. Say hi to Buc-ee. This is the back lot, and it is packed tonight. Friday night, so not that big a surprise. Let's get pulled in over here. Well, it was like over 60 degrees earlier today. It was so warm in the bed that I had to turn on my fan. But temperature's dropping fast. We're about 47 degrees right now. We're supposed to be in the low 40s, possibly high 30s tonight. But I am in shorts and a t-shirt, getting ready to go inside with my Crocs. All right, as you can see, I got my beverage, root beer today. The Coke looked like it was running pretty light. And I got a bottle of water for the cats. I don't think this gets mentioned enough, but especially for the non-Buc-ee's branded merchandise, their prices are pretty good. Sometimes better than regular gas station prices, but our average bottle of water is only 99 cents. At Circle K and stuff, a lot of times those are a little over $1. And there's been a few other products that I've bought, and like the combos that I get here, very comparable when I can find them at Walmart. So, Buc-ee's is really starting to grow on me since I've been doing van life. I travel all over these places in these different cities, and I keep bumping into people that I know. It's very interesting. So there's an actor, I'm not going to call him out, but there's an actor from an 80s movie, and he's been in a few other things, that lives in the area. I didn't know he lived in this area. Hopefully he's not commuting that far, because he used to live where I used to own my house. And he's working inside here at Buc-ee's now. So worked for a phone company for a long time as far as his day job, because he was a child actor. But I recognized him. Name tag sealed the deal. I think he kind of recognized me, but it was one of those, if you're not going to say anything, I'm not going to say anything. So I didn't say anything. I mean, I don't know if he wants me to recognize that he's working at Buc-ee's, and I'm not sure I want to call that much attention to myself since I boondock on this side and things too. So we'll just keep it at that for now. It was good to see him. Looks like he's in good health. All right, let's go mosey. I do need to try to find a level spot tonight, because I'm going to cook a little bit. All right, everyone, I'm at Bass Pro Shop. I've been here for a little bit. My brother called me from Thailand, checking in, had some information he wanted to relay to me. Not really interested in the information he wanted to relay to me, but he had to do it anyway. I'm getting ready to make myself something to eat, and I had gotten yesterday, I got a couple of these, but I got a rotisserie for only $2.02 on clearance. So I'm going to strip one of them down, and I'm going to make a chicken and rice soup. That's what I'm in the mood for. It's starting to get cold here. I think running the butane will warm up the back of the van, and then the chicken and rice soup will warm me up. So I'm looking forward to that. Cats already had their wet cat food while I was talking to my brother. And Waddles, you're going to spill this, boy. And once I get the stove going, they'll probably get out of the way. And I do work the gas station gig in the morning, so I will need to at least chill so I'm not as tired. But I had a good amount of sleep, so I might not go to sleep until after the gig tomorrow. We'll see. Happy? Everyone just looking at the back of your head now? All right, you guys are gonna have to move. I got to get cooking. Little bouillon. Put this in to give it a little bit of a stock feel here. Yeah, there we go. There's my chicken. Got a nice boil going. So now, just gonna take it out. In the water. Oh, shit. Had a little spill, so not great. But that's a candid look at van life. Little onion powder, garlic powder, just a touch of Italian seasoning, black pepper, good amount of that, and let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some garlic too. Just some rough chopped garlic in there. Now we're going to add gobs of chicken, even though I don't have that much liquid in here anymore, but I really want a really high protein, dense soup here. This is what it looks like right now. I'm just waiting for it to get to a boil. Get it, Waddles. Get it. Get it. Good boy. Get that little pink ball. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. All right, it's out of boil. Just gonna add a little bit of rice here. That should be about enough. Gonna stir that in. Gonna add a knob of butter just because we have it. All right, adding in a little bit of fish sauce. And a touch of soy sauce. Waddles. We're cooking over. Man, cooking with cats, I tell you. All right, we already turned the heat off. So now we're just mixing it up. And then I'm gonna top it with some Parmesan. And if I had some hot sauce, I'd put some hot sauce in, but I don't have any hot sauce. And there is the finished product. Taste test. Give myself a little bit of rice, a little bit of chicken. This is what it looks like. Let me see. That's what it looks like right there. As you can probably tell, I went a little heavy-handed with the salt, but it still tastes pretty good. High blood pressure, here we come. That's good. Okay, everyone. It's been a pretty full day. Got off work. Checked out that Moon River, which I really liked. That was a really peaceful place. I want to go back there again soon. Posted up at Winn-Dixie. Let the cats play in the front for a while. I went to the back. Watched some YouTube videos. Fell asleep. My usual bedtime. Woke up a little after my usual bedtime. Hustled it over to the gym. So glad I made it in time to get a nice hot shower. I was the only one in the shower room, obviously. There were 2 guys left working out, so I wasn't the last person walking out, which is nice. Hustled over here, realized I did not bring my water bottle to refill at the gym, so I went to Buc-ee's and got some water for the cats, which is good because that's the water I also use for my soup. Got myself a tasty beverage because I'm out of soda in the van. Hustled over here, was about to cook my meal when my brother called me from Thailand, had a message to relay to me, and just wanted to catch up. He's very interested. He's a Harley guy, and he travels all over the world, but he's getting more and more interested in kind of being a nomad. He likes the idea of these digital nomads. He's been watching a lot of YouTube videos on digital nomads, if you guys are familiar with that. Everyone, I would love it if you would support the channel. Maybe subscribe. At the very least, can you like this video? Helps move me up in the algorithm. It costs you nothing, and we're starting to get some traction. We're starting to get some comments. We're averaging about a subscriber a day. So I really like to see some gains happen in this channel if you would like to help me out. Because why? Because this is a candid look at daily van life with almost no money. I've had a good day. I hope you have as well. I'm going to eat the soup that I just made. Probably watch a movie. Chill with the cats. Till next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal, the Vannible, signing off.